We are boarding a plane in less than 36 hours. Still need to pack. Still need to officially choose the outfits. But right now, my hormones are not on my side. We just gotta get things done. I gotta give you some context here. Where are we going? So I got invited to a media trip in Taiwan, and the media trip itself is like 4 days, but we're gonna fly in 4 days-ish earlier, and then we're gonna stay a few days after the media trip. I'm out here to run errands.
Originally, I was going to pack my handmade dishware as gifts, but my plates and bowls are still in queue for their final firing. So instead, I'll pick up some chocolate. This shop opened up recently. This family-owned business used to sell exclusively to 5-star restaurants and high-end chocolatiers, but now their goodies are available to the public. So these are the 3 chocolates I got from my friends who are hosting us in Taiwan. Actual pieces of lime in there, dried lime. And we have the mango chili. And of the 3 I sampled, this one I think was the tastiest. Alright, so we have 2 parts to the outfit planning. Part 1 is the media trip. Part 2 is the days bookending the media trip. And the media trip, I can't tell you too much about it because, spoiler alert, it's a luxury themed media trip. So we're gonna go for some more elegant color palettes. I'm thinking like quiet luxury. That's what we're leaning towards. A lot of neutrals like beige, cream, whites. I actually started gathering my items a couple months ago. I tried to thrift a lot of the items and I was building my outfits. So I was pre-planning a lot of it. But 2-3 weeks ago, I checked the weather in Taiwan and it was in the 90s. While here, it was below 70. And here we're having cozy weather, thicker layers going on. This coming week, 40s to 50s. In Taiwan, the day we land, it's 83 degrees. So it's like 20 degrees difference. So I had to start rebuilding new outfits. I'm looking at the media trip itinerary. Today's main mission, we're putting together outfits for a couple fancy dinners and afternoons with some walking. What we're going for is the quiet luxury aesthetic on a budget. Outfits with subtle branding and timeless designs. After some hunting, I scored a couple thrifted items and got lucky with end-of-season sales. Here, I'm mix and matching some items, seeing what combinations work well together. There are some hits and misses, as expected. Alright, I'm getting hungry and a little bit weak. Don't have time to cook, and we also don't have anything in the fridge to whip up. So I'm gonna get some food delivered. It's the perfect time to give a shout out to Uber Eats for sponsoring this video. You get access to hundreds of restaurants and new deals pop up every day. There's pizza, burgers, salads, sushi. Actually, my mister and I order from Uber Eats every month, and it simplifies life on those busy days. So there's this local restaurant we discovered through the Uber Eats app, and I'm gonna order from them again. Alright, hubby, what you gonna get? Add it to the cart, please. If you wanna skip the delivery fee, you can order pickup instead. And if you're like, where's my food? Is it almost here? You can see where it is on the app, updating on the map. Your order is left at the door, so it's no contact delivery. So whether you're an introvert like us, or just don't feel social, no problem. If you want to give Uber Eats a try, use my code MINA15 to get $15 off your first order of $20 or more. Time to eat! Can I have some? I love this set. Let's see how it looks with my camel coat. So the coat alone fits my frame and feels tailored, but it's not the best color combo with the skirt and top. Also, this outfit would benefit from a longer coat, one that passes the skirt length. This beige trench coat is a better match, but still it doesn't feel quite right. I think it's because the skirt inside is longer than the coat. So this next coat's length is much more suitable for this outfit, and the colors are feeling more harmonious. But wait, this coat might be too warm for the weather in Taiwan for when we're visiting. So back to square one. It's okay, I'll wear this outfit another time. Which bag to pack? So I specifically bought these because they can both fit my camera, batteries, phone, and other essentials. I ended up bringing the black bag because if the cream one got dirty, I didn't want to spend time cleaning it on the road. Our original plan was to leave the house at 7, which is in about 30 minutes. The day flew by.
I don't know how it happened. Also had to make space on my laptop to make sure I could save new files into it. Been prepping the house as well for the house sitter so it's not too messy. There's a lot of other tasks I just had to remove. Like I really wanted to shower. I don't think that's gonna happen. We gotta pack. We're gonna have 2 big suitcases. This suitcase is gonna be dedicated to the media trip part. My original plan was to share tips on how to fly comfortably as I'm packing. But since we're in a bit of a rush, I'm just gonna share some of my tips with you right now and then just get to packing. Go like 1,000 miles an hour. Sometimes when you travel, you might have a little too much fun with family and friends or just people you meet along the way, and you might end up eating and drinking late. And then when you go to bed, you might feel uncomfortable. Personally, for me, when I was younger, there was no problem with that. But in recent years, if I go to bed too full, I feel like vomiting throughout the night. So what I found is having a triangle pillow really helps. So at home, I have like a nice cushiony triangle pillow that I just stash in my closet. So when I feel full, when I'm heading to bed, I'll pull that out. And then in the middle of the night, when I need to use a restroom and I feel fully digested, I put it back in the closet. But what do you do when you're traveling? That pillow is too big to put in the suitcase. Well, I found an alternative, great for travel. So this is a triangle pillow, but you blow it up. Now I don't have much time right now to blow it up and then remove the air. I'll insert a picture of it somewhere here. It's not as nice as the one I keep at home, but this one does the job.
Here's how the inflatable wedge pillow looks like in context. I like to put my normal pillow on top of the wedge pillow. Feels more comfortable that way because the top pillow stabilizes the head and neck.
As for flying comfortably on the plane, like economy, I highly recommend this strap-on face mask. More like an eye mask because it doesn't cover your whole face. It just covers the eyes. The thing about sleeping in economy is your neck goes like this, right? I've tried different pillows. I've tried like the neck pillows, but my neck would still go like this and my neck would hurt, right? I would just keep bobbing up and down. The thing is you want to keep your head on the seat. For international flights, they have those flappy things that you could fold a little bit closer to your head. But even with that, my head would just go, pfft. Even if you like put your seat back, oh, it hurts. So then like after the flight, you're just in pain. Some people are okay, but the older I get, the more it hurts. But I tried this. Basically this right here straps to those thingies that flop in and out. And then you strap these on there. When this is on the seat like that, behind you, this eye mask part, you strap on here. So you strap it on, and then you have another strap-on thing here. Well, I gotta remove my glasses just to show you a quick demo. And then yeah, so then boom, boom. So the trick is, you're not gonna get it right the first time, right? And then when you peel this off, it sounds like you're ripping a pad off your booty wear, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. Don't be embarrassed about it. It's okay. But what I found is just do it tighter than you think you need. After you got it down, you're like, well, what if I don't need to sleep right now? You just jiggle out of your seat. So you kind of like slide down, because every time you open and close this, it's noisy, and then you have to like readjust it. Because if you Velcro this on snugly, even when there's turbulence, your head is secured and you will sleep so good. I had an overnight flight with this the first time I used it, and I arrived at like 5 a.m. in Miami, just well rested. Even though in economy, this is a game changer. I highly recommend. I got one of these for myself, and then this one's a new one for my hubby. We're gonna be flying premium economy tonight. Supposedly the seat reclines further, but I don't know how far it goes. So I don't know like if your neck will still like go like this when you sleep, bob up and down. So we're bringing it just in case. But on the flight back home, they set us up with business, and I'm filming that. So watch out for that. It's good. You know, a lot of you guys have been asking me, when are you gonna make airplane videos again? They're coming, just you wait. One other tip, and then I really gotta start packing. Because originally we were gonna leave in 10 minutes. Yeah, that's not happening. When I was younger and I flew economy, my body, it didn't hurt too bad. Things are great when you're young. But in recent years, when I fly economy, my thighs and my legs, it would shoot like lightning bolts, and it was just cramp. Everything hurts when you get older. Maybe if I exercise more and stretch more daily, it's gonna hurt less probably. back to the topic. And because the standard seats are not made for people my height, for those of you whose legs are a little too short for economy, I got a tip for you. A lot of people say wear comfortable shoes, da 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 da, but guess what? If you got short legs, you gotta wear comfortable platforms, because the platforms will lift your feet up and act as kind of like a footstool. So it puts less pressure on your thighs and your legs. So when I wore platforms in my last 2 trips, my legs did not hurt nearly as much. And if you want to double up on that idea, you can get a carry-on suitcase small enough to fit under the seat in front of you. And then when you're like, ooh, I need a footstool, pull that out and put your feet on there. I know they have like hammocks that you strap onto the seat in front of you, but personally, I don't want to create movement or any discomfort for the passenger in front of me. So I think wearing platforms or like having a hard suitcase as a footstool will be not disruptive to the passenger in front of you and still make you comfortable. Packing cubes, in my opinion, are a must. Alright, so I'm running out of space on my camera, I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna just speed pack. Alright, we made it to the car, eating dinner. The last 10 minutes of packing, I was just not folding, I was just like stuffing. It's 8 p.m. Hopefully we're not late.
We're an hour behind our schedule, but
Yep.
we built in some buffer time.
So I also packed a steamer because I knew a bunch of our clothes are gonna get wrinkly in the suitcase. In a previous trip, I tried to fit this in my suitcase, but it was, it's pretty big actually, and it's an awkward shape. It's not like a perfect rectangle or a cube, but on this trip, we brought 2 big suitcases, so we were able to fit this in. This doesn't plug in directly into the Taiwanese wall socket, so instead I'm using this anchor thingy and connecting it through that. So the day we landed, it was like 84 degrees and the temperatures dropped. And the next few days, it's heading up to the 80s again. So I rearranged my outfits. So like my thicker, warmer outfits, I'm gonna wear it the first 2 days and then start dressing lighter, thinner layers as it gets hotter. And I found these shorts at the Tianlin Plaza in Taiyuan. Really good price from, Her. It's a thicker fabric. It does have wrinkles, so I have to de-wrinkle it. And it's like a high-waisted shorts. And while I brought loose-fitting, like a boyfriend fitting button-up, I found a more fitted version that will go better with these shorts. And this one I found yesterday at Q Square at Mango. I was looking at all the other boutique shops, and like all the other shops, couldn't find the crisp, tight-fitting button-up. But I found this at Mango, or MNG. The price was... that's in Taiwanese dollars.
Here's the whole outfit with skin tone stockings with tassel flats and a black belt. As I write this voiceover, we're in Taiwan and it's late October. And let me tell you, when we stepped out of the airport, I immediately realized I should have packed lighter weight clothes. Here's the funny thing, while hubby and I were shedding layers off, many locals were wearing hoodies and long sleeves. Goes to show you that weather can feel relative. Depending on where you live, your body adjusts to that. And since we're from the PNW, Taiwan felt a bit like a humid summer to us. However, hotels and restaurants had AC, so I was able to wear most of my packed outfits. Alrighty, stay tuned for those Taiwan travel videos. The highly requested airplane videos and a 5-star hotel tour is coming. And of course, food vlogs. For the outtakes and bonus footage from this video, check out the exclusive vlog number 52 on Patreon. As for updates on my pottery, follow my visual arts Instagram at @CreativeChillout. For food, travel, and life, my main Instagram is at Miss Mina O. See you in the next video.